like they say, I'm a little crooky. Oh gosh, it has been a heavy beginning to this week, Libra. Hi, I'm Victoria Violet. This is your tarot for Libra for today. We're checking to see what our mojo is like, guys. And we're going to be using a new deck that I hardly ever use here. I think maybe I used it once, but I've been energizing it. Let's see what it gives us today. The Witch's Garden is what it's called. I don't necessarily go with the titles of the cards. I go with the energy, and I go with what I'm feeling from them, the vibe, you know. So let's see what it gives us, Libra. Let's go. I'm just cleaning my space. I was going to use incense, some sage, but last night I used the sage first, and it was awesome. And then I ended up using the mixture of copal and myrrh. Oh my gosh, the smoke alarm went off. I don't feel like getting up right now. I'm just saying. I don't know about you, but it's this kind of day for me because I've been at work. And yeah, let's see what the evening brings, and let's see what the rest of this week is bringing for us. We need to know, Spirit. We always welcome the Holy Spirit here. We need to know, Spirit, what is coming for Libra? Where's their mojo lie right now? Do they have any mojo? Hi, everyone. As you're coming in, I thank you so much for being here. I thank you so much for subscribing, for hitting the like button, hit the all button so you know when get notified when I'm on. Hi, Michelle. I haven't gotten to what we discussed, but I promise I will. If not tonight, first thing in the morning. Shell is going to be our new moderator, guys. We've never had a moderator on this platform. I did have one on Facebook, and I think I made her famous. I dubbed her Diva. And so she's probably doing her own thing by now. And we need to pick those people up too and bring them with us. But hi to everyone. I hope you've had a beautiful day. And if not, well, let's have a beautiful evening together. Let's see what the mojo is for us today. Please and thank you, Spirit. Let's see. And we're also going to be using the Moonology, I think, today. And then the regular tarot. And then at the end, I'm going to do a yes and no answer for you guys. So let's take a look what's coming. All right. I don't know if I can fit my glasses with these this hat, but you know what? It's staying on. It's staying on. That's all I have to say. Hi, Casey. How are you doing? King of the Jungle. How are you? We're doing tarot. The fake Charlie. Oh, come on now. I don't think I wanna. I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm so sorry. Not unless y'all want to see me crying. For those that are new here, I am an empath, and I did get on Sunday, and I said I am Charlie Kirk, and I meant that. So I may be a tarot reader, but I still believe in God, and I still believe in Christ. So nonetheless, hi there. Hi, Lucas. And again, hi, Michelle. I don't know if I missed someone. If I did miss someone so far, please put your name on there again, because I apologize. It went up a little bit too fast there. But hi, everyone. We're checking on our mojo. 8 of Wands. Something is coming. Oh, snap. Look at that. Oh, 2 of Cups is coming in with the 8 of Wands. Libra, what are you guys up to that I don't know about? What are you guys up to? Yes, please. What are you guys up to? Romance, I see. But, oh my gosh. Why the test card all of a sudden? That looks like we're being crucified as Libra. I don't want that, Spirit. Give us better cards. 5 of Cups. What is this? Is this a love reading? I asked where our luck lies. Is it doomed? Relationships that are doomed? I hope not. The High Priest says somebody's hiding something from you, that's for sure. Let's see if they're going to be willing to disclose what they're hiding. They're hiding love from you. Why do people want to hide love? I don't want to touch on CK right now because it's going to make me emotional. I am an emotional person, especially because I am an empath. I'm a Hayoka empath. Hi, Raju. How are you doing? Hi, Shisu. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And because of that, I feel everybody's pain and I feel my own. But I'm excellent at doing healing works, especially Reiki. I am a sensei in Reiki. I'm a master teacher. And I'm very good at it because of the fact that I can body scan really well. It's a good and it's a bad process, if you know what I mean. Wow, there's a choice somebody has to be making right about now. And I think it's concerning you, my Libra. Holy shnikes. Wow, there's some secrets. The secrets are, I feel like somebody is feeling awfully tested to stay away from you right about now. They're feeling in the Five of Cups. Do I stay or do I get into that song again? But that's what I'm hearing. It's like the old, ooh, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Do you see in the distance, she's looking at something that looks like it's a tree or a bridge next to a tree, or tree next to a bridge, I should say. But it's almost like that's old and like brittle. Let's say brittle, right? Because it's dry. So something that's dried up. And then you see in the far distance across the river, there's a house, a hearth, a home. There's smoke coming out of the chimney. So that means somebody's home and possibly cooking, making it cozy in there, especially if it's winter, right? You want to go in from the cold and into something cozy. So go towards something cozy, my Libras, for example, or stay with something brittle, dried up, and old. Possibly the karmic. Hence, here comes Helga and Ramon. So the hidden aspect to this person is, are they going to finally open up and tell you how they feel about you or not, Libra? Because they have a beautiful big Ace of Cups to offer you and Two of Cups to boot. So this is a beautiful relationship that can blossom and bloom. But that choice, that ever-looming choice, is something that they've got to decide once and for all. Hi, is it Gigan? Oh my God. Gigan? Is it? Girl, boy, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say that fast enough because I think I know what it says. Perhaps towards the end. Hi, I think I saw Paul. Hi there. Thank you, Shell. So, that was funny though. That was funny. I love your name. At first I thought it said gangsta. That's why I was reading it. This is sad. It's bittersweet. I don't like this. It's a beautiful union that can be manifested here. But somebody is holding a secret. And here we come with the Seven of Swords. You want to, oh my gosh, cross watcher, you want to manifest this beautiful Ten of Cups in secret. Is it going to be a secret between you and the Libra, or you and someone else that you don't want them to find out that you're in love with the Libra, that you have a relationship that's worth saving, worth having? So walking away, there's a walking away. I'm telling you, this secret has to come out. And look, it's almost like the moon looks eclipsed. You see that? The moon looks eclipsed. So I feel like something, like this person needs to do something in darkness or cloaked. I feel like it's got to be done in secret. So maybe that's where the secret is coming in more than anything, Libra. I don't know why they feel so scared of this person. I really feel that. I feel like they fear this person. They could fear this person because of retribution, meaning the person could threaten to do something really ugly to them if they leave. Last year, when I first started really heavily on tapping into Helga and Ramon, which are our resident, I call them twerps. They're the karmics that your person is with. I feel like they were threatening them at that time. They were threatening them over and over with exposure of secrets. So your person may have a past, Libra. I'm just saying, either they've done things that are without scruples, without morals in the past, or they are wild and crazy and have a dark side. I don't know. You know better than I do. But I do know that whatever it has been in the past, it could have even been, I don't know, being bi-curious, for example. For those that don't know the term, it's when you don't necessarily feel like you're gay, but you try it out to see what it's like. And it might have been something like that. I don't know. But there's something that this person fears exposed. And my solution to that is, if you come clean with your Libra cross watcher, then the person from your past, or soon to be your past, because it looks like you want to walk away from that person, they can only hurt you if you're not honest with your Libra. If you tell your Libra every single thing, lay your cards on the table, no pun intended, let the chips fall where they may, and if the Libra accepts you the way you are and with your past, and vice versa, right? Who wants to be judged? I don't want to be judged. I haven't been perfect. Nobody on this earth that I know or know of is perfect. So we're all going to have flaws. We're all going to have secrets, skeletons in our closet, so to speak, in one way, shape, or form, right? So if they tell you everything and come clean as much as they can, then that person cannot hurt them. And they need to know that. You get the Empress card. Is this you, or is the person that they're trying to walk away from? I think they're bored. They're bored with this person. I'm sorry. Maybe the mother of their children, father of their children. They're very bored wherever they are. And you've got to stop and think, because the Empress, she's always so fruitful. Everything around her grows. And even creatures that are normally very vicious would love to linger around her. They love her. Hi, Stewie. How are you doing? So, I don't know. If you're bored with the Empress, there may not be too much of an Empress, is what I'm saying. You have the Ace of Wands. What is this new beginning, Spirit? Oh, wow. That card just... it went straight to the floor. Not picking it up. Not picking it up. Look at that. They want a new beginning. The garland reminds me of Yule, guys. For those that don't know what Yule is, I feel like it's winter's solstice at that time. Not Yule like in February. For those that know, you know. But more like winter solstice, which is in December. I feel like this person really, oh my gosh, Pan is coming out twice. I'm going to show you. You see that? Pan. The god Pan is coming out twice, guys. Something magical is about to happen in your life between you and this person. I feel like there's a lot of magic in the air. And when I say magic, guys, I'm not talking about hi givers, takers. I'm not talking about somebody doing hocus pocus kind of magic. I mean magic from the divine, magic from the energy that's around you, from the universe. There's some beautiful energy here for you both. I think that you, honestly, if I want to be honest with you guys, I feel like this person and you dream about each other. I really do. I really do. I feel like you guys dream about each other, like you have each other on your minds very heavily, and you think about each other in a very fond way and a very loving way. They think you're the Queen of Cups. I think you're the Queen of Cups too, Libra. Whether you're a male or female, I really believe my Libras, for the most part, are very loving people. The Magician is coming out. I told you there's a lot of magic in the air. I don't really feel necessarily like somebody is doing magic to promote the love or to promote the emotions or thoughts. You for them and them for you. I just feel like it's happening. I really do. Hi, Miss Saren. How are you doing? I really believe that it's just something that perhaps the angels are helping with. Knight of Wands. Ooh, we're getting messages. But are these messages words? Ooh, I'm telling you, this person needs to tell you stuff. They need to tell you stuff. I don't think I want that together with that. Oh no, it was such a beautiful storyline there. I really believe they need to come clean. I'm going to tell you something. I feel like this person needs to detox from their soul. I really feel like they need to detox their spirit, because they carry a lot of heavy energy around them because it keeps so many secrets from you. And the secrets aren't necessarily bad secrets. They're just, I think, embarrassed of how the other person, the karmic, is treating them, and the fact that they put up with it, that they feel trapped, that they feel like they're stuck. The Hierophant is coming to our relationship wherever they are. 10 of Wands. Look at that. Look at that. The 5 of Wands in this Hierophant, which is a marriage to me, goes to the 10. It goes from the 5, which is bad enough because that means that you're just really molested. You're not feeling good about yourself or the situation. You kind of feel ambiguity, right? Indifference about it. And then all of a sudden, you go to the 10 of Wands. Gosh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Page of Wands. These people do talk. I have to say, they communicate a lot. But the type of communication the karmic and the cross watcher do, your person that's away from you, that's on your mind, my gosh, they could start a world war, because that's all they're doing. It's like a person that throws around F-bombs all the time. Nothing positive comes out of their mouth. Every time they open their mouth, they say something that's really off color or negative. That's the way I feel. And this person is reminiscing about the past, guys. I don't know if that's the past between them or past between you. The past between them, because look, the past may have been pretty good between these two. Maybe at times they were even playful with each other. But look, they're in the 3 of Swords, guys. You see that person holding their head? Yeah, it's like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I get myself into? What did I do? Oh my gosh. The only thing that can happen in the positive is for them to speak their truth. I'm telling you, a bully or, pardon me, or a blackmailer, the only way they can blackmail you is if they hold the secrets, if they hold the cards in their hands. Hi, Alejandro. But if you tell people your secrets, or tell your Libra your secrets, they're not secrets anymore. Meaning they're not secrets that can be held over your head anymore. You can't be held hostage by that secret. Because I'm telling you, the day that this person makes you their significant other, Libra, and the karmic finds out, the first thing they're going to want to do is come tell you all of the dirty secrets, all the skeletons in the closet. They're going to want to bring them out. Hi, Jaya. They're going to want to bring all of them out, all the cobwebs from the corners. But if they tell you things about themselves and finally let you in, those things can't be held against them and over their head. They need to be the hermit. They need to use wisdom and just tell you the truth. You know, Libra, some of you have known these people for quite a while. Some of you guys have just known them maybe for some months. So it's a trial and, error type of period for you guys, right? But my gosh, some of you have been knowing this person for a while and they still haven't let you in completely. I think they need to use the hermit's wisdom, and they just need to tell you truths. Even if it's just, hey, hear me out. If you don't like what you hear, so be it. But at least, I'm finally opening myself up to you and I'm letting you in. You like it, you don't like it, oh well, but at least here you go. You've been wanting truths, here's the truth. And I feel like that would set this person free. And I feel like those truths for some of you are coming because they're asking you for patience with this person. Possibly patience with this person as this relationship grows. Possibly patience with this person as they express themselves more deeply. The Knight of Pentacles. You see that? You see the Knight of Pentacles? It's something that's assured. I certainly can't move a buffalo, can you? The buffalo can move if it wants to, but you can't make a buffalo move. Is it Boss the Gunslinger? You guys have some really gnarly names. I love it. Hi there. Three of Pentacles. Once this really starts up for you guys, it's solid because of the Knight of Coins coming before this Page of Coins. It's going to be solid. You can bank on it. It will not be movable. It'll be a good, balanced relationship. But we're still thinking about it. We're still thinking about it. Do I tell the Libra the truth? I say yes, cross watcher. What do you have to lose? You're already not talking to the Libra or little to none. You already keep secrets from the Libra. So what's the use? What's the difference? You think the Libra is going to like you more or less if you come clean? I think the Libra would respect you more and would feel better about the relationship or giving you a chance if you actually sit down with the Libra, or even text the Libra if you're afraid to talk to them face to face. Phone them. I don't know. Skype, messenger them, DM them. I don't know. But you've got to do something. You can't just keep in silence. King of Wands. King of Wands wants to talk. King of Wands wants to talk. And again, guys, whether you're male or female, it really doesn't matter. And I don't like people that there's no gender in the cards. Yes, there is. Oh, yes, there is, because they would not, the makers, the original makers back in the, 1200s or 1400s would not have made these cards feminine and masculine if there were no genders in the tarot. However, when we're doing a general reading, take it as an energy. Don't take it as it has to be a male or has to be a female. No. Abhishek. I hope I said that correctly. I hope I said that correctly there. I apologize. Some of the names are unique to me. Hi, Gus. How are you doing? How are you? Wow. I'm telling you, it's going to be a solid connection. The day that this person decides, that's it. I'm going with a Libra. I'm going into this relationship head first, head over heels, not head over heart, but heart over head type of energy. I'm going to stop thinking it over and mulling it over and mulling it over. I'm just going to do it. It's going to be a very solid relationship because look at all these pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles, and then you have the Eight of Pentacles. This is going to be a solid relationship. Seven of Wands, but there has to be some balance there. There has to be balance. A new beginning for you guys. Sometimes all it takes is just one occasion where somebody comes clean or purges their soul to you and that you're not sitting in judgment of them for them to open up more, because then they don't feel judged, right? Sunrise Jesus. Hi, how are you? Hi, Papillonian. Abhishek, how are you? Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. I'm telling you, all of these coins here, I can't help but notice how solid this connection is going to be. Look at that. Look at all those coins. All it takes is just one time for them to let you in, guys. Just one time. And for you to listen without judgment. And sometimes, hi, Millie. That's beautiful, Millie Maple. All it takes is just one time for you to be genuine with them, for you to really listen to them without judgment. And sometimes what it takes as well is for you not even to open your mouth. You don't even have to say anything. All you have to do is sit there in acknowledgement. You know, sometimes that's all we need, is somebody to be listening and not talking at us. King of Pentacles. I'm telling you guys, you have something beautiful coming. Queen of Wands. Who are all these people, Libra? Who are all these people, Libra? Three of Wands. You're going to have a meeting with someone, and I don't know if this is strictly love. It looks like 3 people may be in the meeting besides yourself. So for some of you, I want to say at work, be on the lookout that maybe you're getting a promotion, a change of roles in your job, and I mean ROLES, roles. 10 of Pentacles is bringing in more money. I'm telling you, if it's in the relationship, this is going to be a rock solid relationship. And if it's in your work, in your career, you're about to have a glow up at work. Somebody's not going to be liking it though. 2 of Swords. We always have haters, right? We always have haters. It's ridiculous. Uh-oh. We have the King of Swords opening here. What is he here for? He's in a hangman position. Oh, I think you're going to have to use some good sound judgment. I love this particular card. She looks like she's refreshing herself with the water, right? I love that. And I just noticed, I don't know if I've ever looked at this card very well, guys. I just noticed there's a female peacock in the background. And you can ask me how I know that. It's because normally, and I hate it and I love it at the same time. Fun fact. Hi, Annie. Male peacocks are so beautiful. They're the ones with all the colors. In case you've ever wondered, the male peacocks are the ones that have all the beautiful greens and blues and everything else. And this is a beautiful, unique white peacock. Oh, gosh. This person does need to use discernment. But as we've stated in prior readings, this person also has to get out of their head. They have to get out of their head. Please give Shell a really warm welcome, guys. She's our new moderator here on this channel. She's doing a great job. 10 of Swords, guys. 10 of Swords. So whatever's about to happen, it's going to change something in your life. Page of Cups. It's going to bring a lot more joy and pleasure into your life. Logic is good when you're making decisions like career, right? Career is very important because there's been times in my life, in my career, where I've chosen more money and I've regretted it. Chosen more money, a job that paid more, and I regretted it. Not because I regretted having more money in my life. I regretted it because it brought, hi Dr. Knocker 69. Sorry, that was hilarious. Not because I didn't appreciate Spirit bringing more money into my life, but because it brought a lot more headaches with the responsibility. So sometimes having more money doesn't mean having less headaches or a better life. Sometimes it brings more responsibilities. So that's why I'm saying here, this looks like someone trying to make a career decision. And when they make that change, it's going to bring more pleasure and joy into their life. You have a lot of people that have you on their radar. You have a lot of people. Look, the King of Cups now. So a lot of people are taking a look at you, Libra. A lot of people are taking a look at you. And that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. 7 of Pentacles. You're about to make a lot more money. You're about to become a lot more stable and get into a lot more solid ground. But be careful with being in your thought, in your head too much with the 7 of Cups. Why do you feel, Libra, why do you feel, oh wow, I just smelled cigarette, guys. So maybe someone that's passed in your life smokes cigarettes, because I just smoked cigarettes. Someone feels like they're going to be in the 5 of Pentacles. You need to get out of your head. You're not going to be in shortage, guys, but you need to get out of your head, because where our mind goes, where our mind wanders to, that's the energy that grows. And so if you keep on thinking that you're going to be in poverty or you're going to be in need, that is what's going to grow. So get your head out of that energy. Queen of Swords. So the King of Swords to the Queen of Swords. Oh my. Again, guys, we are Libras and we're always in thought. But the thought should be, what's my next step? Where do I go from here? Hi, Ty. Taya, is it Taya? Where should I go from here? What's my next step? What's my next goal? What's my next affirmation for myself in life? What do I want for myself? But not, oh my God, I'm going to be poor. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be destitute. No, get your head out of that mindset. 3 of Cups. Beautiful 3 of Cups. Guys, oh wow, some of you are going to work very hard, especially come, I'm hearing the fall, September, October, November, and it looks like steady work all the way through December, guys. So remember to take a rest, because you don't want to make yourself sick. Getting paid well, making your bank, right? Making bank is beautiful, it's wonderful. But at the same time, that's why I say it, because look at that, she's holding on to her little pentacles. So you're going to be making some money, which is a great thing. But don't forget to rest. Take in that rest so that you can rejuvenate and keep your inner strength, your health. Look at the moon. Look at the moon. For some of you, I asked you yesterday to look at the phase of the moon, or Sunday. I asked you to look at the phase of the moon because whatever it was, the phase of the moon that we're currently in, think about that in 30 days from now, something is coming your way. So think about that. Zainab, is it Zainab? How are you? Levels the answer? Oh, love is the answer. I'm sorry, I thought it was an L. That's awesome. Oh gosh, guys, here we go again. Nope, sorry, we're not going into that, guys. We're just not. And especially if you're asking if somebody deserves, nobody deserves to be killed. And if you don't know that, then shame on you. Tower's coming in, guys. Tower is coming in. Let's see what changes are coming. This person is still on the 5 of Wands. And what did I say? It's funny enough. What did I mention Sunday, guys? You can tell me if you remember, but I'm sure you don't, because I say a lot of things. You can take me? That's awesome. You see that? Remember I said that this person couldn't make up their mind, even if the house was burning and they were in it, they couldn't decide to leave. They're going to be in this 5 of Wands energy until they can spit it out, guys. Here's the Emperor. Until they can tell you their truths, which they're hiding from you, they're going to feel that way. They're going to feel burdened. 2 of Wands. Do I say it? Don't I say it? Do I stay away? Do I go? Chariot. Chariot. Knight of Swords wanting to charge in. Here we have Justice. The Sun. This person, if they can make their mind up to just open up to you guys. I can't say that, Spirit. Not on YouTube, but yeah. I can say this much though. Have you ever gone to the restroom, for those that are adults, because this is an adult channel. If you are under 18, you're not welcome here, only for your own safety and your own good. Have you ever gone to the restroom, sit on the pot, right? You've sat on the pot and you're like expecting something to come and you feel relief and it's not coming? Yeah. That's what this person's like when it comes to playing, showing their feelings, going with the flow of their feelings and talking about their feelings. It's like nothing ever comes out, like when you're constipated. And that's why I said, Spirit, I can't say that, but you know what I'm trying to say. 4 of Pentacles, guys. They're so worried about their sense of security. And sometimes that sense of security is that mask that you wear. Because if that mask slips and somebody sees what you really like or who you really are. And for some of these people, because I did see some coinage being lost here or in doubt of, this person may feel like you will not see them the same way if they don't have as much as they had when you first met them. Do you really feel that way, Libra? Would you really not like someone if they didn't have as much money but they were good to you? I don't know. It's a question. It's a question. Page of Swords, guys, so they're always on the lookout for you. What is the Libra doing? I want that 9 of Cups. Is Libra happy? I want to be happy with the Libra. Wow. 6 of Pentacles. The Devil. I don't know, Libra. They need something from you. 9 of Cups. 4 of Wands. 6 of Swords. They really want to be happy, Libra. They really, truly, truly, from the bottom of their hearts, wish to be happy. But I don't know if they know how to be happy, Libra. Maybe if you're happy when you're around them, maybe that'll give them a glimpse of what it's like to be happy. IDF, how are you doing? I feel sadness for them. Queen of Pentacles. For this person, they have to be seen in a particular light by you and other people. They feel naked if they don't have money, if they don't have some kind of wealth. I'm going to say something in just a second. Let me just finish up with this portion of the tarot. Judgment, Ace of Pentacles. There is a change coming. And what's the change for this person? 9 of Wands. So I'm right. This person fears losing money. I'm going to say something. Sometimes, as youth or children, maybe even through our upbringing, when we are being raised, or even young adults, when we first go out into the world, sometimes we go through poverty. I know that for myself, it happened when I left my home, and I went from being middle class to being completely impoverished and only had the clothes on my back. So some people, look at that. Don't talk about it, Victoria. Don't talk about it. Kayling, how are you? Some people fear having that back in their life, guys. Having poverty come back. Some people, when they become adults, much more mature adults, and get into their, this is heavy. Get into their real life, as they say, where they start making money, where they start having a stable job and career. They vow. IW. They vow, I will never be poor again. And because of that, Spirit has been telling me for about possibly a good 7 days now that this person may fear losing finances to be with you, Libra, because maybe the sweat of their brow, it took a lot from them to get where they are, and when they were in poverty and maybe were youth or maybe were children, it felt bad to see other people have what they didn't have. You know what I'm saying? So this person has a mindset of loss, a mindset of poverty. And what you fear the most is what happens, guys. So you need, and I'm talking to the cross watcher now, you need to stop thinking that way, because what you're heavily worrying about is probably going to come to pass. So don't think that way. And money comes and goes. It's an energy. All you have to do is be careful with your money. Take care of your money so it can take care of you. Respect your money so it can respect you. and provide for you. But when you're constantly thinking, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor. That's why I tell people that are my normal everyday clients, my private clients, when I teach classes, etc., meditation, all of that, don't ever say I'm poor. Don't ever say I'm broke. No, you're not. Temporarily, I am going through, financial difficulties. Something like that is okay to say, but for you to say I am broke, no, that's not a good thing. Let's see what the Tarot de Fuego has to tell us. Let's see what else Spirit would like to talk to us about. Look at that. That person that's out there who I'm tapping into, they don't want me talking about how they feel about money, how they were poor when they were a little kid or a young adult. That is their biggest nightmare. That would be their biggest nightmare before Christmas that came to pass. Like the Christmas Carol where Ebenezer Scrooge, he gets visited, and yeah. I feel sorry for that person because I know it doesn't feel good. I know cannot possibly feel good to think about the past, to think about where you came from, but look how far you've come. And you can do it again if you should lose some of that or should have to split some of that money, some of that financial gain that you've accumulated. But don't think about it as, oh my gosh, hi Blast. Don't think about it as I'm losing money if I get with Libra. That's so ugly. I mean, look at that. Look. How can you put a price on true love, guys? You're from Iraq? Very nice to meet you. From wherever you guys are from, I say hail to you guys. How are y'all? Hello. Bienvenidos. Welcome in. All right, Spirit. Look, they don't want me to talk. They're like, oh my gosh, she's exposing all my secrets today. Yeah, I guess I am, guys. Look. We were fine before. Okay, Spirit. Let's get away from the person's secrets with their finances and let's start talking about something else. Any other secrets that Libra needs to know about themselves, not the cross watcher? Anything else that you want to tell a secret? The secret about, as far as Libra's concerned, they still want to talk about the other stuff. They don't want us to talk about it, Spirit. They're embarrassed. We're not going to talk about you, cross watcher, not where that's concerned. You're from Mesopotamia. How awesome is that? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Look. Really, guys? I think I struck a chord with that person. Hi, Jack. Hi, Jack Farley. That's a really unique name. Hi, you're Leo. How awesome is it? Hi, Liam. How are you doing? Yeah, I think I struck a chord. All right, we'll get away from that. We'll stop giving away your secrets. Let's see what else Spirit has. The Hierophant came out again, guys. 2 different decks. The Hierophant came out again. Ace of Coins. I'm telling you, I'm trying not to give away your secrets, cross watcher, but you want to tap in. You want to break into our reading, so we're going to talk about you. Choice. I got to make a choice. I think that they may be in a permanent relationship or a marriage already. And they've got to decide to get out if that's their choice. Because they're going through hell and high water. 9 of Swords, look at that. Look at that. Even the porcupine is on fire. Holy macaroni. And look at this poor little, I think it's a beaver. Look at the beaver. Look at all that's coming down on them. Even their tail is on fire. I don't know, cross watcher. I think you need some help. I think that you need to allow the divine to come in. You need to allow the divine to help you, cross watcher. When God sends his archangels of light to encircle you with goodness and mercy and kindness and direction, listen to Uriel. Uriel comes to lend His wisdom, the wisdom of God to you, cross-watcher. I'm telling you, they just fear losing that money. And it might be a pretty good amount of money, guys. It might be a pretty good amount of money. So I'm not going to say that person is losing a penny, okay? They're losing something substantial if they do lose. But at the same time, guys, I don't know, man. Your health, your peace of mind, and then the life you can build of being in a circle of friends or with a Libra that would love you and treat you well, and you can be happy and at peace, and you can do things, go on outings, have your life be more interesting than just thinking about your cash, your cold hard cash. That has to get old, guys. I've always said that I don't believe the rich are the happiest of people. Not unless they have people around them that are really honestly taking care of their money, finances, managing them for them for real without them embezzling money from them. Other than that, how could you possibly be happy? Now, I didn't say you couldn't go and do things and get on yachts and go, you know, on trips anywhere and everywhere and whenever you want it. I'm not saying you can't do that with money. But what I am saying is you always have to constantly be looking over your shoulder, and then you always have to wonder who's around you. Why? Are they around me because they love me? Or are they around me for what I can do for them, what I can give to them? And the way that you can know if I'm talking to you, cross-watcher, or possibly a Libra today, is how many of these people are around you because you give them money, you pay for their bills, you offer them some kind of cash, financial reward, or financial blessing for being either part of your family or in your circle. Think about that. And when you can tell me that none of them are around you simply for that, that if you didn't give them anything, cross-watcher, they'd still be around you, then I would believe you. But right now, from what I see and where I'm sitting, a lot of those people, cross-watcher, are around you for what you can offer them. What comes out of your bank account and out of your pocketbook to give to them. And have y'all ever seen George Lopez, for those of you that are either like comedy or that are Latin? There's a portion in Why You Crying? And George Lopez is talking about his grandma and how his grandma used to treat his uncles when they would bring, his aunties, when they would bring a guy around that would bring Crown Royal. And they say, oh, look at him. This is Mr. Crown Royal. You can sit on the recliner. Sit on the best, that's the best chair we have. You know, as they were bringing something of value to them. I feel like that's the way they treat the cross-watcher, like, you're just Mr. Crown Royal, but if you didn't have the Crown Royal, would they still want you to sit on the best chair in the house? That's what I'm asking right now. Woo, doggy. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups to the Chariot. The 10 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles. How can I make this money grow? How can I make this money grow? How can I make this money grow? Knave of Swords. Back to the Page of Swords. 2 of Pentacles again. I'm telling you, this person just goes in circles. If he was a dog or she was a dog or a cat, they'd be chasing their own tail in circles. 6 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. It's all about money, guys. It's all about money with this person. They're giving me a headache, actually. 4 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Feeling tested about the money. I'm telling you, no matter how we slice and dice it, it just keeps coming out about the money. They're so hung up on what they have and what they may not have and what they want everybody to know they have. Who cares? I'm bored already. I'm bored. I'm bored. Let's see, where do I want to go? I wanted to go to the Moonology, guys. See what's coming with the Moonology. I don't use this deck very often, so I may break out the book. I'm not sure yet. This is from Jasmine, I think her Boland. Jasmine Boland, the Moonology. deck. What's coming around the spirit? You know what? Ganesha is wanting to talk. Let's see. What is coming around the spirit for the Libras? For my beautiful Libras. It's coming around. Please and thank you. Surrender to the... What did I say, Cross Watcher? Surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. There is no one. There's no other being that can help you better than the divine. Whatever the divine orchestrates, you can bet your bottom dollar that it's going to be for your greater good and it's the right answer. If you feel a nudge, wow, I don't know why, but I feel an instinctive desire to go in this direction, and I didn't think that way before. I didn't feel that way before. That's the divine giving you that little push in the right direction. Nothing yet is set in stone. Things can change for the positive here. Adjustments are required. Nothing is set in stone. My goodness, Cross Watcher. You know, Libra, have you ever talked to people and you feel like you're blue in the face? How too baked? Too baked. Too baked. It's evil. Then why are you here? That's my point. I don't understand. And then you guys stick around to fight about it too. Just go about your merry way. Go somewhere else that's not evil. Okay? The end of a tough cycle approaches. So again, this can go two ways. You can keep harping on the bad that you feel is coming. Just like that badger that was under all of that lightning and thunder, and it was... Why? I don't know why. Why do you think? Probably because he loved everybody all the same. Not because he wanted to preach and be judgmental. Is it Estelle's? Estelle's? Hi, how are you? So again, guys, this person has the divine working on their side, trying their best to bring about a change, a shift for this person. And as we saw on Sunday, this shift, the shift is something that's going to happen regardless. Had to move the fan because I didn't want the fan blowing on the pendulum. The shift is going to happen regardless. It's going to happen regardless. Do y'all remember being a kid? It's an unpleasant thought, but bear with me. Do you remember being a kid and it was time for you to go to your doctor's appointment and your mother or father was dragging you there and you were about to get inoculated? You were about to get a shot. You know, the childhood diseases that we need to take our shots for. And you go begrudgingly, right? Even pets, have y'all seen those videos where even the pets are at the vet and they know what's coming and they are not happy, right? That's the way this person is. They need to have this protection from the divine against what it is that's surrounding them. Because we've already seen Helga and Ramon are not the karmics. They're not, the karmics are not the cross watcher's friend. And so God is trying to protect these people from the karmic. And instead of going with the flow of the divine, they're wanting to stay with the karmic for the sake of money. I think that's crazy. I think that is really crazy. So we're just going to do a yes or no. So right now, before I start, I'll tell y'all when. I would like for you individuals out there, if you want a question that's a yes or no answer to whatever it is that's on your mind, this would be the time to start thinking about what you want to ask, because it's going to be a yes or it's going to be a no. The most I've seen is a maybe. So let's take a look, guys. All right, Spirit, we want to know for the Libra, is it a yes or no? Can y'all see that? That's a clear cut yes. I don't know if you can see, but this is what it was pointing at. It's a clear cut yes. That's crazy. So whatever it is coming, I hope you'll be blessed with that. This has been all for today. Thank you. Hi, Anna. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you so much for listening to pretty much counseling, right, for the doggone cross-watcher that can't help themselves to save their own lives. Libra, in the end, if you decide that you want to give this person another chance, maybe it's time for you to have not a big drawn-out conversation with them, but maybe it's time for you to tell them, you know, whatever it is you've got to tell me, I'm not sitting here being a judge. I'm not sitting here in judgment of you. If you feel like you've got to tell me something or get something off your chest, I'm here. And maybe that will give them that little platform, that little, you know, diving board to jump off into the water and allow you to see what it is that's in their heart and heavily on their mind. But until then, oh Libra, it's a bunch of masks. What mask do I wear today? Because I don't want the Libra to know that I'm possibly not going to be as wealthy as I was. I don't want the Libra to know that there's a lot of things that are going on, shenanigans going on where I live, and that I don't live the best life, and that my life is very filled with either quietude in order not to fight, or a lot of fighting if I choose to respond. That is not a way to live. Let go and let God is all I can say, and I hope blessings on everybody. I pray blessings on everybody. Hi, Brenda. No matter what you choose, if you choose to walk away from this person because you just feel like they're playing too many games, or you just can't deal with their silliness anymore, then that's your answer right there, guys. Only you can make up your own mind because you have free will. We're here to tell you what the cards are telling us, and they're not lying. The cards are not lying, but at the same time, nobody should take your free-willed advice that you yourself can give yourself better than anyone. So sit and contemplate, like we've talked about this cross-watcher that keeps coming out about their finances. Guys, you can't harp on that kind of energy. You just can't harp on that kind of energy. It's just like if you're saying, I want a relationship, but I don't want a relationship like the past one. Please, God, don't bring me a relationship again that was an abuser, or that was a womanizer, or that was Sorry about that. Sorry about that. A call came in and it froze everything, and I apologize for that. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to treat yourself well this week. Don't forget to take care of you first so that you can give to others. Thank you, Michelle, again. I appreciate you. I'm so sorry for that rude interruption. I don't even know what call that was from because I didn't recognize the number. But guys, really, when the divine comes knocking, allow them to come in. Allow them to help you as much as possible, because how lucky, how fortunate are we that they even think that much of us to try to help us. Thanks again, guys. And Shell, I'm going to take care of that. I hope you sent me the email that I asked you for the other information so that I can have that on my records. And I'll take care of you being able to moderate. Okay? Thanks again to everyone. Be blessed. Be happy. Thank you for your super chats, your super thanks. Thank you so much for the Cash App donations, which not only go to me, but other unfortunate people that really, really do need our help. Guys, man, I cannot thank you enough for sharing this time with me. I cannot thank you enough for being here and for spending this time with me. I appreciate you guys. Be blessed. Until we meet again. Bye, guys.